and a lot of Pure's heroes just weren't going to be viable.
Yeah,
again, where he knows he's going to go up against a Razor, so we've ended up with the Dazzle, something that we're all excited to see, and something that he has played in some of his games, and at least in the rank queue recently.
Yes, he played 2 games, went 1-1, and Dyrachyo tipped him right at the start of the game, and he wrote something. I'm trying to translate as fast as I can, but I missed it. It's too late. Oh well, too bad.
So let's see what he could do. Let's see what he can do. And there were smiles all around from BetBoom, understandably so, after an excellent game 1 for them in this series.
I'm curious
if they can do it.
How much, with the healing with the ball up. You know, I love what the panel talked about that. When you look at their group up potential, Tree, Coddle, Dazzle, it's quite a bit of sustain that can be coming out. Gaming definitely have put themselves in a much better situation than last game, though, I feel like. You know, they actually, depending on how these lanes go, they actually can have plays that they can make with Tofu in particular. You know, I don't feel like I just don't want to watch Tofu playing some of those heroes like an AA. I just want to see him playing active heroes, being active in particular, and this hero is probably the most active.
Yeah, and we saw last game, pretty much the offlane duo of Gaming Gladiators not able to do anything to slow down Nightfall in that laning stage.
I think
they can this time, or is no, it's still not great.
No, I don't think so. I think with Tree, it's just too strong. And this is a scary lane even for both of these because of how good Tree is. You just get killed. And the thing about Tree versus Nature's Prophet is you can just walk at a Sprout if they don't hit you before you pop it and they don't break your tree pathing. So a lot of different potential that Tokyo can do to play versus this matchup.
Now, let's check out how this mid will go. Of course, last game we had GPK on his Storm. This time round, Quinn said, I want to have a go. He gets the Storm, GPK, he gets the Tiny. This is very much a hero that only certain teams will play this hero mid, right? But some teams, they just do not have a Tiny mid player. GPK, he is one of them, and we'll see how it goes for him. I mean, Tiny mid in this day and age, in this patch, how does it feel for you?
Looks good this game. It's always going to be good versus these Pucks and Storm Spirits, in my opinion. You get that instant catch, it's always going to have a position in the game. Tokyo, getting aggressive. Tofu, be careful.
I think he's going to go down first here, Tofu.
Got to respect that lead speed.
First blood for Nightfall. Had a phenomenal game 1. And he just got the first blood coming into game 2.
And look at top. I'm looking at top lane kind of this entire time because I actually think this lane is going to be very annoying for Dyrachyo and Celery. This constant blinding light and heal forcing it into them. Like, look how low Dyrachyo's been getting already. This is actually very cool. And the fact that, you know, this Dazzle, this hero,
Dazzle. I mean,
universal, the damage, you're going to have some pretty crazy base damage.
And build-wise, right, you kind of go, you get the urn, and then you go for the Midas, right?
Usually they get the Midas, yeah, even as offlane. Ace, one more hit.
He's out.
He's gone.
We saw a bit of that last game.
Oh, yeah.
This is already a bit of a taste of it again. I mean, we're less than 2 minutes in, and already, Nightfall, he's picked up 2 kills in the safe lane.
Yep. Missing some last hits, though, because he goes for those kills, but he's got a wave coming in under him, so he'll be just fine. And yeah, it's a free farm lane for Nightfall, and Tofu showed back up. Be careful, Tokyo's got Leech Seed.
I've got the Sprout on Nightfall. Just got to be a bit careful stepping up here towards Ace with the Iron Shell upon him.
If Ace was level 2, maybe would have been able to have a kill there, but still won. Alrighty. I just can't take my eyes off this top lane. I keep wanting to look bottom, but there's a Dazzle off lane in this game. Like, I can't get my eyes off of it. I'm wondering about the potential also of this cooldown reduction with cooldown reduction. Like, this is going to be absolutely insane, the amount of frequency of spells that he's able to get off with Save, Chakra-ing, and Dazzle. I've never seen this combo.
Yeah, we're going to end up seeing the whole team graved at the same time.
Possibilities. And as Effie did say at the end there, looking at the stuns on Gaming, definitely potentials for many grave TPs. Yeah, this is going to be cool. Casual Bracer, okay. Just wants a little bit extra protection and damage. Then probably just earn boots. Let's see if he even goes Midas. I think there may be potential that he might.
Earn brown boots Midas.
Yeah. Might be potential that he doesn't, though, just because he has like a TB on his team. So
honestly, if the beginning of the game goes anyway, like the beginning of last game did, he's gonna do it. Sure, if things are looking a bit rocky, maybe he feels like he's got to get something to provide a bit more sooner. But it's so value on Dazzle with the bad juju.
Yeah, it's very true. I honestly look at Pure's last hits. He's the highest last hits.
He's having a great one.
And he's just getting chakra. So full mana, they're constantly shoving wave in. They're getting side pulls off because they've unblocked the camp. Yeah, top lane going very well. Nightfall is getting slowed down a bit here. 12 and 5, but as you said, he's got the kills to boot. This is cool. This Coddle pick is, there's a last pick Razor, but the Blinding Light is always going to be pretty effective to deal with Dyrachyo, just to break that link.
Yeah.
He actually gets the poison refreshed. Dyrachyo, be careful.
I mean, this Coddle Dazzle duo, it's absolutely a combo that you could see just slaying in pubs. So it's just exciting to see if we can do the same in a pro game. So far, so good.
GPK getting split away a little bit here.
Should be okay. Has TP back up on a stick charge. In
He's
fact,
very
TP's gonna
tanky.
get cancelled.
He's got Fairy Fire and the Water Rune.
I might get him actually with the Vortex drag back. They will.
Got him. Okay.
We'll go down. Was that TP cancelled voluntarily, or did someone put a stop to him on the sidelines? I don't know, 'cause
they don't really have many TP cancels, so I would imagine that that was just a TP cancel.
maybe if they followed up on that, they might have been able to hold them back. But either way, TP was cancelled. GPK does still end up dying under the tower.
Good persistence there from Tofu with the Blood Grenade. Ace can he get himself away.
He's probably going down on this one.
Probably going down.
Nightfall steps up. Stick charges. I'm going to save him. Another kill for Nightfall. Something about this guy and getting kills in the laning stage.
Ooh.
Both games this series, Nightfall just rolling in the early kills.
Nice try, Tofu. Tried to hit him and then sprout him, but he just walked right through it and got the rune anyway. Yeah, this safe lane of BetBoom is terrifying. They're playing so well.
Is he going to give up another kill here? He's going to go for the TP out.
Be close. Oh my good. That was very
He'll live
close.
this time.
Holy moly. Okay, alrighty. Action-packed start. Even though it's only 3-1, I feel like we're having tons of stuff happen already on the map, just people threatening kills constantly.
Yeah, Quinn definitely looking to be set up to crush it a bit more this game. He's having great CS. Top of the board at the moment.
Yep, top of the board. 1,000 differential actually between him and GPK already at this point, so. Another TP coming down, Ace, level 4.
Trying to get in on top of the two of them. The Iron Shell and the Vacuum.
He's taking quite a bit of damage.
Got to run.
Yeah.
Not at a point where he can trade with them, even with the level 2 shell.
Yeah. Leechy just way too damn strong. Good lane.
Gonna make an attempt on towards GPK here, Quinn. The Sprout. GPK with the toss. And with the presence of save, but
still gone.
Won't be able to keep him alive. GPK goes down. Another time, the Gaming Gladiators are able to force the aggression mid, get the kill. Top lane, Pure, just able to survive.
Nicely done, Tofu. Already just seeing the, for me at least, the massive difference. Like he can actually move around and make things happen. 2 successful rotations to help out Quinn in the mid lane.
Yeah, they're doing their best here to make sure that Quinn can really get that build up to be able to carry the mid game.
And he's got a deity rune. He's going to have treads. Could make a pretty big rotation with this deity after this wave in mid lane. That's not right. See what he wants to do with it. Tofu already getting some early aggressive wards down and potentially actually going. Is he going to go for this steal? Or is he just going to go
thinking about the wraparound to go for Pure, but Pure does have a Quelling Blade at the ready. Tofu, try and block off the escape. Good blast back from safe. Separates Duracho from Pure and gives space for Pure to back off to safety. TP's come in.
Wisdom rune.
Pure thinking about stepping back up. He's still pretty low. Has to keep out of range of the plasma field with Duracho. Tofu, another Sprout. Pure, he wants this Wisdom rune. Tofu's going to get it though. Both Wisdom runes going the way of Gaming Gladiators. They'll lose some heroes for it though. GPK's in with a rotation avalanche onto the two of them. Pure's able to survive as both Celery and Tofu fall.
I think I saw Pure place a branch there also to block some vision for a second, trying his best to survive, and he will. But double Wisdom runes were claimed from Gaming Gladiators. Even though they do lose those 2 heroes, I think they're okay with that because they got the 2 of them. 2 supports on BetBoom though, not looking so bad on the XP. They are 4.5. Only a little bit behind the other 2. GPK.
Quinn trying to go with the DD rune.
Here comes Tofu again.
Still got a bit of mana to play with. Does he want to go under the tier 2 tower? That's the question.
Oh, he closed the wrong tree.
Gonna get the pullback on GPK with the 2 supports here as well. They'll take him down. Good body blocks from Tofu and the Treants. Leaves no escape for GPK. Another time where they're doing everything to rally around Quinn and really bully GPK in this early game. That's the 3rd death in this mid lane area.
He quelling the wrong... I feel like that happens sometimes. You know, you get sprouted, you're so quick with it, you're actually quelling the tree that's outside of it. So stay stuck inside.
As the tower gone 8 minutes in. This mid area of the map completely owned by Gaming Gladiators in this game too.
And that's looking more reminiscent of the Gaming Gladiators that we saw all year, right? Playing around Quinn, making him have the best game possible. Ace is struggling a little bit because of it, but look at the effect that it's causing. GPK completely shut down.
Yeah, this Storm's going to be having the potential to get out of control.
Yeah, especially because the Storm, when you look at all the other heroes, who's the one who addresses the Storm in the game? It's really just the Tiny. Their stuns are just non-existent.
And his is the game that's suffering the most right now.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, Pure's got the eyes queued up.
Yeah, looks like he wants to get the Vessel done first.
He's playing versus IO, makes sense.
And then indeed, the Midas is always going to pay off. As long as you don't lose this game in 20 minutes.
Yes. Always tempting. Quinn, another power rune. Gets himself the DD and the regen, so 2 of the best ones you can get on the Storm. And of course, he might get blessed with the next one too if he's able to find like an Arcane.
Can probably start shifting things over towards the bottom lane. Maybe see if they can pressure Nightfall.
Maybe could, actually. He's going to be clearing out some camps here first. Blue Celery.
Your death ennobles us all.
Looks like Quinn was just gathering neutral items really quickly for his team.
I mean, yeah, Nightfall's even shifted himself up towards the top lane. Doesn't want to play around that bottom half anymore.
Yeah, maybe expected that type of move. Tofu actually takes a point in the Nature's Call this game earlier than I think we see most times. I actually really like this, not because of tower pressure, but for scouting potential, right? Looking for this Tower Blade, I think that's kind of what he wants to do.
I think he might have done it as well in that moment for those body blocks around that tier 2 play.
You might be right.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tower. Looking to fall. Toronto Tokyo trying to protect his bottom tower. Tokyo's actually committed the 3rd point in Leech Seed, so usually you see the 1-2-2 build for the most part, but really prioritizing Leech Seed this time. And Quinn, what's it going to be? It's a shield. So still, I mean, yeah, very good runes. Kaya finished up as well, too.
It's go time for Quinn.
It sure is.
Around the map, especially backed up by Celery, it's time to just continuously look to hunt and look to kill.
I wonder if they'll combine all their Lotuses as well, too. I'd imagine they want to for Celery as the dive. It's coming out. Nightfall showing himself.
Tofu's falling pretty quick.
Too quick.
Now, Gaming Gladiators, despite having 3 other members around this area, with Tofu falling that fast
Celery?
at the front, they're considering if they really want to continue to go for this. They do get the courier. A bit of a snipe there from Celery.
Takes him 3 hits, but he does get it, and they can't punish it.
At the same time, Quinn, he's found Pure, but woo!
The Ion Shell.
Not going to get him out with that TP there.
That little extra bit of damage. If he wasn't Ion Shelled, I'm pretty sure Pure gets out, so. Nicely done. And Quinn, he's actually set up on bottom, and he's getting a good wraparound. Meta is ending.
Yeah, still plenty of mana to play with on the Storm.
And
Could
they
look to fight this.
And they've got a deep ward. The ward that they placed from earlier from Celery. Or from Tofu. It was Tofu, actually, but it's got information. Does have to be a little more careful now on Quinn now. Tokyo has a level 6. So that route, a little bit more of a factor. Now they actually have a secondary form of disable for him. But they want to push for this tower. Playing versus that Tree and Protector, you want to try to get this one in particular as early as possible versus TB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Racho getting a ton of freedom. He's going to go for his Midas.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
How are stacks looking? Looks like, okay, Ace is working on some, while Save is building up some other ones. That ward from earlier, now a secondary courier snipe.
I know that Nightfall's around, but tier 2 dive might be a bit too much.
Yeah, he's a bit too tanky. If they had a 3rd, then they can bring the Nature's Prophet and go for the dive, but a little risky. That was GPK's gold. Still not quite the blink, still 650 off. Those ganks from Tofu definitely making quite a big difference. You know, sometimes we see the blink coming out from the Tiny at this point already, but this is going to give Quinn more and more freedom because that blink's delayed.
Yeah, definitely a case of waiting for that timing for BetBoom.
Yeah.
Unlikely to see them try anything proactive before that's there for GPK.
Might get some timings coming in together, though. I believe Vessel's done on Pure, and yeah, that blink is almost done. So when they have both of those together, perhaps they can look for a play.
Meanwhile, Gaming Gladiators, they're definitely good to go.
Oh yeah, Max done on Celery. They're feeling real strong.
How are they doing on the smoke? Yeah, Celery's got one. There we go, straight away, the 3 of them, Celery, Quinn, and Ace. Actually, Ace is going to break from the smoke. He doesn't want a part of this play. It's just down to Quinn and Celery to make the moves. He's Iron Shelled Quinn up, so Quinn's ready to go in.
I like that. You know, they don't have the natural 4-position melee hero. They don't even have a melee hero to actually play with it, but Storm, he utilizes it pretty damn well, too. As we saw just before. Quinn nearly has Kaya Sanch. This is a devastating timing here. He's already got it finished.
So they can catch. They know that BetBoom are playing this top half of the map. It's just saving GPK here at the moment.
They saw the static remnant.
They're aware.
Oh, they'll back away.
And necessary as well with GPK being as close as he is. Just about to have that money for the Blink Dagger pickup. Yeah, not letting themselves get caught here. BetBoom.
Hey, look at the gold lead though. They're just maximizing. You see Razor just popping out of the Storm, straight jungling. Ace is occupying bottom.
Scanning.
They're getting so much farm out of the map right now in gaming.
Once that Midas is there, though, for Dazzle.
He'll match it.
That net worth difference, it's going to be closed. Power of the bad juju and the Midas.
Very true.
They just need time, BetBoom.
They need time, but gaming is getting a lot out of the time too, and they do have, besides having the Storm who's farming very well, the Razor farming well, the Darkseer versus the TB, that matchup is always going to be something that's very relevant. The bigger your TB gets, it's going to be pesky for him to deal with his illusion. But they have the Dazzle, so that's probably why they also picked it, is once you get the Shard, see you later. No illusions from that wall. He'll be able to clear them out constantly with the Poison Touch. So maybe there's layers to them picking this Dazzle. It's kind of cool. We'll have to see what actually comes out when those fights kick off.
And looks like despite the lead they have, Gaming Gladiators, they're not trying to force it too aggressively.
No, content with farming. I mean, they do have, like, if any of these side laners get set up on, right? Let's say Darkseer gets ganked or Razor get ganked, 3 people appear there, right? Nature's Prophet will TP and then I'll relocate with Storm. So I think for BetBoom, they're probably like, man, where do we actually want to gank? We might actually have to set up the gank onto the Nature's Prophet or onto the IO and the Storm. Because otherwise you might just get outnumbered.
They're trying a bit of a bait here. You know, Pure's showing himself in the mid. They're coming over with the smoke, and this will be the Blink Dagger reveal on GPK.
I mean, Quinn is behind all of them.
When they remember the jump, they're going to jump Tofu, go for the quick kill first. They'll take him out. Now Quinn looks to zip in aggressively towards Dave. Saber push him back for now. Quinn still got mana to go with.
Another avalanche.
The avalanche will catch him. Big burst in with a heal over the overgrowth, and now from the side, Nightfall's turned up with the Metamorphosis. Beating into Celery. They'll take down the IO. Quinn, he has to get out.
That was, I mean, they've got the blink. They might get another one. GPK tries. I think that chakra caught them off guard. The tiny stun came back up so fast, catches 3, sets up for the overgrowth. And they did go for the Nature's Prophet, so going for those, you know, those plays so they don't get outnumbered. A smart hit from BetBoom.
Yeah, very nice turn up there with the first showing of the Blink Dagger.
Yep. And a nice follow-up route. Tower. Looks like it'll drop. BetBoom.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They've got eyes on Quinn, but these two, not really heroes that can kill a Storm. GPK, though, he can definitely give them a pretty good shot of bringing them low. Quinn is going to play aggressive, but he does have the Spirit Vessel upon him. He's got to be careful. What is he doing? He's gone in and he's died, folks.
He's got to respect the chakras.
Yeah, Graves there for Pure. Pure's going to be able to survive a little longer.
He's still up.
They're trying to kill this Dazzle. They're not going to get him. Not only losing Quinn, but they're going to lose the 2 supports as well.
Look at them
go. Tofu goes down. Celery's gone as well.
What a play.
And that was, I mean, Quinn, he's going back in on that, folks.
I guess he just didn't expect that secondary
he was vesseled. There ain't no healing, you know. Celery can't save him.
And it's a lot of dot damage too. He's poison touched, he's vesseled, like everything is up on top of him. But yeah, look, the chakra. And so Quinn's probably maybe just slips his mind for a second there. That
far too aggressive there from Quinn.
Just gets tossed again. And there's a lot of sustain too, so just the big heals that come out. Uh-oh. That gold lead.
That was a rough one. It's pretty much gone.
Yep, and now the Dazzle.
Pretty much gone, that lead.
He's got the Midas.
He's got the Midas. It's not only gone, it's going to get completely it's just dwarfed by the lead that Pure can get now with this money that was pumping out with the Midas. They can't afford to make a move like that again, Gaming Gladiators.
Can't make too many more mistakes here. BetBoom. Very nice plays. And everything's going to be back up immediately, right? Meta is back up in 20 seconds. Did he actually, he's just going to be going for the Scotty, it looks like, instead of even going for the Manta, since he's playing versus that IO, all that sustained, so they're getting big.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
GPK soon, Echo Saber done. So he pretty much fully caught back up here.
Gaming Gladiators still looking to fight. Quinn on the front.
But their 3 global heroes are all staying together. They're still staying that split up exactly as it was before. So I feel like BetBoom might still just go for the, go for the IO, go for the NP, go for the Storm so they can have that number advantage. For gaming, I feel like ideally they want, of course, Ace to be able to somehow try to get involved in these fights because he's gotten Crimson Guard. He's even bought the Shard for his team. So we'll see if they'll be able to get him involved in this next fight.
Yeah, I was trying to join them in that last one, but not quite able to get close enough in time with how quickly some of the heroes like the Storm went down.
Yep.
The burst of GPK not to be underestimated.
Courier, I believe, from Save was picked off right before this fight, so I think the full Glimmer Cape is dead right now. So BetBoom, at the moment, being a little bit patient. I think Toronto Tokyo, okay, he bought the shard as well now, too.
BetBoom waiting on the high ground. GPK is able to get the grab back on Stellar. He tosses him back into the reach of Toronto Tokyo and Save. It's a quick deletion of the Io.
They are getting, I mean, how many kills in a row is this?
They're getting a lot.
7 or 8 kills, it feels like, in a row coming out here from BetBoom.
You see that little bit of a lead that Gladiators were building up, just completely knocked out of the game now.
And now Echo Saber's done, so GPK's combo, it's getting even more and more threatening. An instant smoke.
Yeah, you can't zip close to this lad as the Storm. Quinn's got to keep his distance.
Glimmer's coming out on Courier. TB has his Scotty. Dyrachyo, they're hunting. So Manta for Dispel.
They're still going to try and get in there. I mean, if GPK can get the angle, Avalanche won't quite clip him, but they do see him.
So going to be a relocate angle here. Celery. Does he feel like he needs to?
Save. We'll be able to get a bit of a knockback, but Celery and A-Step turns up. Save. He'll fall, surely. He's caught on the front lines of the fight. The Cottle's gone.
They're on Nightfall.
They get the wall dropped down onto the Terrorblade. They're on top of Nightfall. He does have Thunder available if he can get it off. He can't. They get the two of them, the big one being the Terrorblade.
Now they strike back. A little bit of an overextension there from BetBoom. They get them surrounded. Ace able to get involved, and Quinn gets the wraparound.
And GPK stuck in a bit of an awkward position. Doesn't have TP off cooldown. Still
Does not.
30 seconds that he's got to be hovering around this half of the map.
Tokyo doesn't have one either.
And is under this dire ward.
Oh. Quinn can swing over for him. IO relocate is at the ready. Doesn't look like he'll...
Now it looks like they're happy to just push with the creeps.
Yeah.
Get the pressure up towards the tower. Dyrachyo ready to push up to the tier 2 on the top lane.
That was big. Back into comfortable form. Getting their Darkseer involved as well. Dyrachyo. Looks like they're going to get both of these Wisdom Runes. Does steal that away. And now Pure. He has queued up the shard. I was wondering when he's going to look to purchase it, because it's too good versus Darkseer. Yeah, it looks like they're setting up on bottom. Quinn has a regen rune at the ready.
Quinn could pop off in this next fight if he doesn't get tripped up by GPK.
Tokyo's giving all the information here, though, and there's 5 heroes coming down from the side of BetBoom.
They're going to try and set up onto Ace. Want the Crimson Guard, still they get him in the toss combo. It's too much magical damage. Ace is gone. They have the Overgrowth to hold down Quinn for now. GPK turns and focuses towards Dyrachyo. Dyrachyo is getting brought pretty low by the damage from this Metamorphosized TB. Nightfall turns with the Sunder, takes Quinn's HP. He's back up to full on the Terrorblade. Dyrachyo caught again. GPK's in with the toss. They attempt to save him with the relocate out, but it isn't before he dies.
Quinn does have the regen. He'll get out. Another strike by BetBoom. The relocate, I mean, Dyrachyo just put into literally right in front of Nightfall with the Scotty. Just free fires on him.
And Roshan's up so they can make use of the rest of this Metamorphosis. Into the pit they go.
Great scouting from Toronto Tokyo. I love this shard. I mean, there's a reason this tree is getting picked besides just the laning phase. You can do so much with how much you can scout.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of trend today.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been looking very good, at least on this stream.
Definitely, like, probably the top 5 position, it feels like, at the moment. These Vengers, these trees.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pretty damn good hit there from BetBoom. The meta coming in very successful. Well, for gaming, do have to respect and do have to be a little bit careful how they go for those relocate type of plays. I mean, BetBoom, they just set up with 5 a bit too fast. And now get their Tormentor. Save did buy, Pure did buy his shard, so let's see who ends up getting it. Probably save. Actually, GPK. All right. Cool.
And Gladiators, they look to be setting up for a fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Smoke from their own jungle.
When they've had all 5 heroes set up, that's when they've had the success in the team fight. When they've been kind of one-by-one sequence, that's where we see the disaster, so.
And Quinn, you know, he's pretty beefy. He's got a fair bit of HP, so not too easy to burst through the storm right now. He's got the Bloodstone done.
Glimmer.
He's looking for a catch. Trying to get GPK, but GPK is quick with the Avalanche. Gives GPK the chance to step back. Also able to get the toss on a Quinn. Quinn, he'll turn for Toronto Tokyo instead. Pulls him back with the Vortex, but Toronto Tokyo, he manages to get the ult off. GPK jumps back in with the Avalanche onto the 2 of them. Will control it for now. They're
Big vacuum.
They're struggling with finding the damage though here, BetBoom. As BetBoom, they've got to run. They've been caught in the wall. They're trying to get up to the high ground. Quinn, he'll catch GPK outside the base under the tier 2. He's in on towards the Tiny. GPK, he should die. One more hit and he'll be gone. GPK's out of the fight. Nightfall's very low. He's done with an illusion.
He walked into it.
Done the once. It's Pure. He's graved himself, but they're in onto the high ground. Gaming Gladiators, they should be able to find Pure as the grave comes to an end.
Nightfall.
Nightfall's going to opt for the DPI. It's going to work. Nightfall will manage to save himself.
What an aggressive
3 dead
play.
on BetBoom. Gaming Gladiators taking the fight right up to the high ground of BetBoom, and they come out on top. They kill off the 3 of them and get rid of the Aegis.
Nice aggression there from Quinn. He felt himself. Arcane Rune, he knows he can just dive right through. Nightfall actually is trying to run into Sunder and get some type of trade kill. He actually walks into the wall and kind of kills himself there. Great fight there from Gaming. Persisting forward, beautiful vacuum.
Yeah, absolutely. Onto the 4 of them. Just not a chance of fighting back at this point. They've kind of got the items. We saw earlier, obviously, Quinn getting tripped up. They can blow him up in a combo. Now, at this point of the game, the numbers aren't quite there. Very hard to fully control this Storm and take him out.
And there you see Nightfall. He almost gets that Sunder on Quinn, but quick little jump around. Yeah, cool build. The Bloodstone, something you see a bit later usually on this Storm Spirit, but Quinn maybe identifying the fact that if he just tanks up versus this tiny burst, that'll kind of be everything.
For sure, that plus 500 health making the difference.
Yeah.
It really does. Much less appealing target for GPK to jump or Toronto Tokyo to try and set up upon with
Absolutely.
the Overgrowth. Quinn in a great spot once again now.
And now Duracho, Satanic's online also, so he's got the Manta, the Satanic. Good luck getting him locked down. Any of the tree roots or anything, it's going to be a lot harder.
Now they need the damage on the Terrorblade. Nightfall, of course, going to look to get that Daedalus done as soon as he can. They need it. They need the DPS to be able to tear down these heroes through the limited duration of the lockdown that they do actually have on BetBoom.
These fights just they're looking harder and harder now, especially if Gaming has, if they have everybody. They have so many auras. They have Mech, Crimson, Pipe, they have everything, and Ace, he's got Blink Dagger. So he's always going to land a big vacuum or he's going to land the wall on top of the Terrorblade. It's almost guaranteed that it's going to happen in these fights now. So BetBoom, the fight's getting quite a bit more complicated for them to kind of focus fire the IO or any of these tanky cores. Let's see what they can get.
Quinn
waiting in the wings. I think GPK, is that his Aghanim's finished? I believe so. Yeah, he can disassemble, which does have it done.
Invisibility.
And Quinn now prepared. Good. I was about to say, I want to see these cores, in particular Quinn, carrying a dust. Because I feel like so many times I see these, they just zip forward and then just a Glimmer Cape comes out. So this will help a lot versus the Keeper. But he didn't buy it himself. He actually made Celery do it, so pesky cores.
He's going to get eyes on
Nightfall.
He's seen Nightfall. He's not going to commit anything further, though. Knows that there's plenty of backup for the TB.
Yeah, Duracho just TP'd down bottom also, so don't want to fight without their 5.
No. Duracho wanting to have that butterfly complete before the next fight. Just a talisman away.
Oh, cool. And look at the next item Quinn's going for. Usually you don't see this as much in the later stages on the Storms, but look what he's playing versus. He's versus TB. If he's able to get the upgrade, the Revenant Brooch, that is the literal best damage item that you can get versus these high armor heroes. So maybe that's what he's thinking, just in preparation for later as well.
Don't know where they are. BetBoom smoked it. Ooh, Ace. Very, very quick there with the blink reaction.
They have that ward vision up on the left side.
A bit more difficult for BetBoom to start a fight like this now. Their hand has been shown.
Yeah, Gaming, they're playing together. They're sticking as this unit. It's making it pretty complicated for GPK. Is Nightfall?
Quinn. He's going to need the opening onto Nightfall. Got him as well. Nightfall falling low. He's able to turn with the stun to get back to full HP. GPK keeping a couple of the Avalanche, but the vacuum's there down onto the 3 of them. Wall's been dropped. Tofu TP's in aggressively to get on top of Save. Save keeps the distance. They turn. They'll take Tofu down the first. GPK gets one further round of the Avalanches off. He's in a bit of trouble. He'll get the channeling with the trees thrown down onto Ace. It's enough. He's still alive. Pure. He's keeping them alive here with the Graves and the heals. Forced aside. GPK. He's actually going to get out of this one. Nightfall gets the double. They turn towards Prayer. Pure with the Graves back up. Pure able to survive once more. Nightfall.
My goodness.
He's just taking them down one by one. Pure is getting another poison touch off. They can't kill the Dazzle. Pure's going to live. Another Grave. Ultra kill for Nightfall. It's a team wipe.
They did not address the Dazzle. He's just free casting.
He got pretty much, 3 shallow graves off in that fight, I think. Spell after spell. They brought them low, but low, it's not good enough. They had to kill them. They didn't kill any of them, and they lost everything.
I look at the supports are able to get so many spell casts. They got, what, 2 or 3 of each of their spells off? Nightfall just he just is the tank. Wow, what a fight.
Not an easy fight for BetBoom to take,
No way.
but they do it. They do it in style.
I mean, look at the supports, right? Of course, Nightfall, look at how much damage he's doing, but look at Pure. Clears the illusions with a poison touch, gets the heal off. Daracho, he's the only one actually focused firing this Dazzle. And I think they needed a little bit more onto him because he's just bailing everybody out. Force stabs, graves, etc.
These shard poison touches after poison
Incredible.
touches, hex after hex after hex, grave after grave after grave. The Dazzle, you know, may have taken a bit of time to sort of get his feet off the ground, but at this point, Pure, he's looking to be quite the devil in these team fights.
Those long duration team fights are devastating. I mean, look at him go.
Let's go.
He's popping off.
He's pumped up.
I mean, right, the Crimson Guard active was there, and it looked like not many people are taking damage also. That minus armor builds up also.
Oh, yeah.
Nightfall just shreds these heroes through.
Oh my goodness. I mean, you know why he's pumped up and excited, Pure? Because he knows that if they win this game, they'll let him play Dazzle off lane again.
Dude,
you know, everything's on the line. He really wants to play this. He wants to do it not just the once. He wants them to pick it for him again. I mean, he's making a case for himself right now.
He's blessed now to the point where after that fight, a full Aghanims. This is the dream item that you can get on these Dazzles. It makes you just, the kill threat is absurd. You're spamming spells. You're doing so much DPS in these fights as well too. So
I mean, gaming Gladiators, they have to be perfect with their target prioritization in these team fights. They cannot split the damage.
No.
If they start going for heroes left, right, and center and not getting anyone down 100-0, they will not win these team fights.
I mean, these 3 savings, supports, quote unquote, Pure, of course, not a support, they're going to have to be addressed better. And the limited disable for gaming, it's definitely going to cause an issue to try to address them, right? With these 4-staff glimmers, reset positionings, and stuff like that. So, I mean, BetBoom win probably the most important fight for them in the game to get themselves into a comfortable spot again.
Yeah. And kind of seeing sort of the lack of overall stun and control again coming into play, just in terms of not just setting up heroes for them to go on, but stopping them from casting spells.
Okay.
Right? Jumps in the mid, the celery gone. See Quinn getting caught. The vacuum will be dropped down on the 3 of them. This time round, Toronto Tokyo will go down.
Pure.
He's able to turn with the first round of poison touch. Slides out of the sprout. Will get the self grave off. See if they want to fight back with him. I mean, Pure is still living through this. He's ticking down low, but the heals are coming in. Pure's perfectly fine. He's up to the high ground.
He's still alive.
They could turn and kill them all. They're turning over towards Duracho. It's a double kill for Nightfall. Pure this time will die. But Quinn, he's low on the mana.
He's out of mana.
He's completely out of it. Nightfall's going to chase him up to the high ground. Quinn goes down as well. Gem on the deck. Dropped there by Quinn, I believe. As this time, some casualties on BetBoom, but they don't mind. It's still another team fight in their favor, and it's still another team fight where Nightfall reigns supreme, survives through it all.
I don't know, something about watching the Dazzle is just so damn amusing. The spell frequency, the vacuum is glorious. Again, Ace, he's been landing them perfectly, but Pure, even though he's standing in the midst, in the thin of 5 heroes,
for so long.
He doesn't die. Like, he's still alive, and he's just reducing everyone's armor in the midst of it all too. GPK goes down, but who cares? Pure and Nightfall, they're the key.
They do. These two could pretty much clean up any team fight. Pure did, I think, dying at the end to some of the illusions from the Darkseer's Wall of the Terrorblade. But yeah, surviving so long throughout these actions there, having a great time on this one, BetBoom. As let's see GPK. I told you, Dazzle off lane. Let me do it again.
I mean,
GPK's like, you know what, bro? You're right. We're gonna be picking this next time as well.
I mean, he turns and looks at him, and he's just like, I don't think I've ever seen Pure have this much fun. Pure's literally screaming in the background.
I mean, you know, he's normally playing the Beastmasters, the Dooms, but now he gets to be the Dazzle.
Yep, and we definitely do have to attribute, I mean, there's been so much crazy stuff that's happening, but small little things like items really do matter. The Defiant Shell, right? This is one of the best items to make you tanky in the mid-game. Look at his armor. Like, this is not a squishy Dazzle by any means. And now he's 20, Poison Touch DPS. It's through the roof how much it actually does. It's like 900 damage. So, and that's not even including, you know, minus armor and stuff like that. So it can get pretty crazy. Good lord. How do you deal with him now?
I mean, these fights have got to be so frustrating for gaming Gladiators.
I'm like,
you look at the network, you look at the items, on paper, they're not in a bad spot.
No.
You know, in regards to how they are progressing as a team with their builds. But somehow, in these team fights, they just cannot deal with these heroes. They cannot control the Dazzle. They cannot kill the Dazzle quick enough.
They need control, exactly. That's what I was looking. I'm like, what did Tofu spend his gold on? And he actually went for the Aghanim. So it's going to provide that root and stuff like that in the disarms, but as far as actually locking down the Dazzle to not cast, that's not going to do it. So let's see if they do maybe switch some type of itemization. It doesn't look like it right now, though. Looks like they're still going to go for the Ags on the Darkseer, which, I mean, it all makes sense. You're playing versus TV and all that, but, I mean, Pure is definitely an issue.
I mean, Nightfall's just going to completely shred in these team fights. But MKB and Daedalus complete ready to get that next slot done towards the Satanic. I mean, he doesn't need it for now because he's holding on to the Aegis for these next 5 minutes.
He's been set up for success. I know we're talking so much about like these saves and stuff, but yeah, I mean, Nightfall, 13-1 again. Like this Tower Blade is absolutely out of control.
What do Gaming Gladiators do? How do they battle their way out of this spot? I mean, looking at some of their items, what do we got coming soon? I mean, Dracio's going to have his nullifier for the next fight by the looks of it.
And Ag's on the Darks here, so... I mean, they still can do quite a bit. That TB illusion, maybe that's going to be the thing that reigns supreme in the fights if Ace is able to get good ones off. Yep. But the Dazzle, if you do not address the Dazzle, he's just going to throw a Poison Touch.
Clear them all out.
There ain't going to be any illusion, so yeah, they have to get that jump and they have to somehow bring down Pure, who now also has a cheese, so...
Got a cheese, he's halfway towards the BKB.
Yeah. Save even getting bigger and bigger too. He's getting close to a Hex of his own. So they're actually going to have more and more control on the side of BetBoom in comparison to Gaming Gladiators. And yeah, Nightfall finishes up an MKB before the after the last fight, and he's already got the full Satanic pretty much done too. So items they're flying out. Okay, Quinn. He's got more defense. I mean, he feels like he needed some armor, but now he has to go for Hex afterwards. And they absolutely need more control. We'll see how all these fights do go down. It's still, execution's going to be very important if they can clear out some of these pesky, quote-unquote, support heroes, and perhaps still a fighting chance for gaming, but looking harder and harder. This TB is massive. There's the Satanic.
They're going to have to do something soon, Gaming Gladiators, because BetBoom, they're not holding back from this push.
And a DD on GPK, so now you have so many layers of things that you have to deal with. If GPK is ignored with a tree volley DD, he might clear everybody out as well. It's hunting. Tofu.
They'll back off away from the top for now. They forced out the fortification. They're ready to deal with the creep wave pushing in on the mid, try and get some of these further out of tier 2 towers. Next couple of items coming out, the BKB for Pure, and Shadow Blade for GPK.
GPK almost level 20 also, so he's going to have a big damage increase with the bonus tree damage with his throw.
Super close actually to the completed Silver Edge.
Yeah. Celery half HP.
Win.
BetBoom. Looks like they're grouping up. Yeah, BKB, as you said, for the Dazzle finish, so looks like that's their timing with the Silver Edge.
Yeah, he's going to slap hard.
I mean, they're pinging. Looks like they have kind of an idea of perhaps where Dyrachyo might be going.
He's on his own there.
He is, grabbing Lotuses. We've seen Dyrachyo die grabbing Lotuses already once this tournament.
If they see him, which they will. Oh, was he just outside of the range of the vision?
I mean, now he's
Well, now they'll see him. He's showing on the wave.
They're like, wait a minute. There he is.
Mantis already popped.
Dyrachyo, he's so deep.
There's nowhere to run. Surely, is there anything they can do? Can they get over to help him at all? The rest of Gaming Gladiators are. Yeah, they're backing off. They were starting to move towards him, but they realized this was a bit of a lost cause. There's no saving Dyrachyo in this situation. He's out for 19. He does not have buyback. Did spend up on his gold. So 90 seconds in which BetBoom, they could go for a push. Meta was used here.
I mean, they're just going to run down to mid. They still have it available for some time. And they're going to be able to refresh it constantly, right? That's why they always pick this Coddle with the TB, so... Save, he's getting dangerously close toward a Hex too, so more and more catch.
GPK might find another catch chase if they don't back off quick enough, Gaming Gladiators.
He's got a Sentry and an Obs down, but here comes the tree.
Yeah, Toronto goes in with a vision, toss for GPK, they're in on top of the IO. Celery, he's gone, a couple of trees volleyed in, and Celery's out. A second hero down without buyback.
Wow, BetBoom. They're just looking so damn good. Yesterday, today, even though they're a bit on the back foot in this game, they've struck back so hard after those first 20 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, on sort of the gold front, this one was kind of close, but it didn't feel that close. Gaming Gladiators, it seems like they're in such a tough position to turn this one around right now.
Absolutely.
How can they stop BetBoom?
I mean, the wall just doesn't do anything at this point. It's always cleared. It's trying to get these illusions, but they just get deleted.
He's trying to slow them down, but indeed, nothing to be done here. The mid melee racks, it's gone.
Crimson Guard will stop it for the least.
Should be at least 2 sets of racks here.
Yeah. 20 seconds still.
And Nightfall, not that he really needs it, but he can have his own BKB coming out to him as well for the next fight.
Why
after
not?
These racks are taken.
Why not? A massive hit.
Quinn?
And Quinn, oh my god.
They've got him.
And he's rooted.
And he's not got much mana to play with. We'll put the Bloodstone to try and get the chance to zip out of this, but GPK's in with a follow-up control, tossed into the combo. That's another one caught, another one down on Gaming Gladiators.
Tokyo is honestly a menace. His Undying was a menace. This Tree, I feel like his scouting's been phenomenal. He's part of 25 of the 29 kills. Another catch.
Top tower is under attack.
Feeling like no hope almost now for Gaming. Like right before like these last few fights, GPK just finished Overedge. He's got almost a full AC. They've got like a full like 4K gold on each hero after all
The
this.
base is just going to get torn to pieces.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom
It's fully
tower
stacked
is
Terrorblade.
Fully
So the buff up at the team.
I mean, fully stacked Coddle, Hex, Timeless Relic, so even longer duration. He's going to be casting it from a mile away.
They've got to pull off something incredible here, Gaming
Let's
Gladiators.
see. I mean, they're going for a wraparound. Not 25 yet on Razor.
He's going to start with a punch. He's able to get the wall and the illusions down towards Nightfall. GPK turns with the trees. Quinn in on top of the Terrorblade. Tries to pull him back, but Nightfall's able to step away. Stellar and Duracho, they're going in on the back lines, but the poison touch Hex is out on Stellar. Stellar's gone. Pure, he's out with the BKB. Quinn's trying to finish him off, but Quinn, he's running out of mana. He's not got enough to play with. Pure's going to be able to live.
He's still alive.
That from Stellar. It doesn't matter. Duracho's out again. Still no buyback. Nobody dying on BetBoom. Everybody kept alive. Triple kill for Nightfall. Gaming Gladiators, they cannot kill anyone.
Another ultra kill for Nightfall. They commit onto Pure.
Give him the
He
rampage.
lives. Give it to him.
They're stepping up. Let him have it.
They're pinging it.
And there it is.
Oh,
it's
Dave.
Dave. Oh, excuse me.
He kind of deserves it.
That's rude. Well, anyway.
Well, they'll respect the buyback.
And the game's not over yet. Pure did die. So maybe still a chance for Nightfall to find himself a rampage.
Does he have the time?
Not on this one.
Oh, nope.
Rampage. We'll give it to him.
They got Pure at the end of it.
3 buybacks though for this one, Gaming Gladiators.
And Nightfall's still ready to go. He's still just getting, he's getting shotgunned. Meta's almost, 60 seconds.
Well, GPK was fishing for a catch there.
Duracio's hit 25.
Gonna try for it, but the Hex
Lotus.
catches Ace immediately. Dracho has been caught by the break. Now turn towards him, he's able to keep his distance. With the vacuum onto the two of them, GPK's getting low. Will bounce out here with the Ogre Steel turns with the Avalanche. He's able to get away from the fight. Nightfall, he's just able to TP out of there.
Oh, God.
There's nothing to stop the escape from him. Blink out
They're
as
all
well.
out.
They're all away.
They just TP in their faces.
As BetBoom, they're having a great time. They don't mind if this game lasts a few more minutes. Why not?
No, of course not. They're actually just going to bring in the TB again. They've got the recall. They're thinking about fighting. 14 seconds for Meta. Recalling the Tiny as well, too. They're looking to go back in. Duracio.
Time to run for
Tofu.
Gaming Gladiators.
Farewell.
Turn with the Sprout.
And
He's out for good. Ace trying to get the surge off to run away, but he's tossed back. Whew.
Beautiful place. And they call it. Does feel like it's been like that for a while. Wow. I mean, what a performance. And a tip to Pure.
Yep.
They were like, what do you want? All your heroes are banned. He's like, give me the Dazzle. Looked good in lane. And honestly, what it did in the game versus the Dark.